Hi, this is Christine of Fresh Oil Releases, and today is Tuesday the 16th of March. I received this message from the Lord in my early morning time with Him. I am weary of my people who seek only their own interests, their own comfort, their own provision. Where are those who will seek heaven's interests, who will lay down their lives for heavenly assignments, and give no thought to what they will eat, what they will drink, what they will wear in the time of the end? I know you need these things. Where are those who have full confidence in my character, who trust completely that my love for them will be a strong shelter? Where are those who, forsaking all, are willing to offer themselves? My Father seeks seed to scatter, but all are seeking their own interests, checking their own provisions, ensuring they will not lack. Yes, I have appointed Josephs for the years of famine, but I am the God who fed the 5,000 and rained quail on a multitude, hungry for meat. I seek those who will put their concerns about temporal comforts aside and present themselves as my army of bondslaves. Even a slave in a master's house receives his daily portion of nourishment and is clothed. Surely the sons of the house will dine at the master's table on food that they did not prepare. Do these sons give thought to how those meals will be provided? I am your provider. Will you not lay aside your fear of lack and focus on my kingdom concerns? Will you not place the whole weight of your life on this earth, all your needs, in my hands, and leave the details to me? I seek those who will watch and pray and be about my Father's business, knowing that every soldier in an army is portioned his daily rations. No member of my army will go unfed. Lay your fears to rest and focus on receiving your marching orders, for the days of the sowing of my sons in the earth are at hand. And just as seed scattered in a field is watered by the rain of heaven, so too you shall be nurtured and tended. You go forth under my watchful eye. Those who trust in me will lack no good thing. So rather stock your inner storehouse with battle plans and maps and instructions received before my face. Store up food that will not decay, the solid nourishment of my word. Hide my truths in your heart and be nourished continually as you go about your assignments. For from the womb of the morning will come forth my young men, ready for war, alighting like dew all over the earth, with their battle armor and their swords in their hands. And the sound of that army rising will strike fear in the heart of the enemy. For one he can take out, and two he can hinder and resist. But the mighty army sent forth in the day of my power is filled with the sound of my roar. That sound shakes the desert and breaks the cedars. The sound of my army rising strikes fear in the heart of the enemy ranks. For they can deal with those who love their lives. But these, a multitude without number who lay down their lives, confounds the enemy's plans. What can he do against those who are conformed to my death and walking in resurrection power? How can he silence a sound which has its source in me? So empty yourselves of your own concerns, your fear, your questions, and be filled with my sound. Absorb the roar. Become saturated with the frequency of your overcoming King in this hour, and leave the rest to me. And the scriptures he gave me were Joel 2, verse 21. Fear not, O land, be glad and rejoice, for the Lord has done great things. Be not afraid, you beasts of the field, for the pastures of the wilderness have sprung up. The tree bears its fruit, and the fig tree and the vine yield their full strength. And then further on, the threshing floor shall be full of grain, and the vats shall overflow with wine and oil, and you shall eat in plenty and be satisfied. Then Joel 3, verse 9. Proclaim this among the nations, prepare war, stir up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. And then 2 Kings 7, verse 5 and 6. When they came to the Syrian camp, no one was there, For the Lord had made the Syrian army hear a noise of chariots and horses, the noise of a great army. And they said to one another, the king of Israel has hired the Hittite and the Egyptian kings to come upon us. So the Syrians arose and fled in the twilight, and left the camp and fled for their lives. There's a sound rising in the earth, and it's the sound of the army of the Lord, filled with the frequency of their victorious King. The other scriptures I were given were Psalm 110 and Psalm 121, verse 2 to 8. May the Lord bless you and fill you with the sound of his roar as you sit before him.